Okay, a very slight warm up. Do you remember? 2 points give you what? One direction. 2 direction? One normal. Okay, do you remember your formula for dot product? Or scalar product? A dot B equals to modulus A, modulus B, sine or cos? Cos theta. Okay, today you learn something new, which is called vector product, or sometimes we call it cross product, which is A cross B equals to modulus A, modulus B, sine theta, and then n hat. What is n hat? It's a unit vector. If I give you something like this, 1, 2, 3, let's say this is n. So how do I calculate n hat? How do we calculate unit vector? Well, firstly you need to calculate the n modulus. How do we calculate n modulus? 1 squared plus 2 squared plus 3 squared, square root them. That's your modulus, and that's it. That's the value, 14, right? Square root 14. So n hat will be 1 over sec 14, 2 over sec 14, and 3 over sec 14. Are you okay? Alright, A and B, they are what? Position or direction? It's a direction. I put here D1, D2 lah, direction. Remember again, A and B, they are direction or position? Direction. What happens if you put position? You got it wrong. Okay, so be careful. You need to choose very, very correctly on this case. Okay, today we'll learn more of vector product. So let's begin. Okay, vector product is one more I forgot. Scalar product, what happened if you got yourself AB equals to 0? A dot B equals to 0. It means A and B are perpendicular. Why A and B perpendicular got 0, 0? Because cos 90 is 0. Cos 90. You don't trust me? What do? You press your calculator. Press it now. Cos 90 equals to 0. You remember that far more better. Alright, let's begin. So let's say you're given something like this. Let's continue. Okay, so if you got yourself example 1, let's say A equals to 1, 1, 1. And B equals to 1, negative 3, 2. And then the question can easily say, fine. A cross B. Do we call this times? We call it cross. Okay, or A cross B. So how are we going to do? Okay, simply rearranging them. I, J, K. 1, 1, 1, 1, negative 3, 2. You okay? And then, do you remember your matrices? Laser, tutup laser, tutup laser. So it's the same of that. I want I, so I close my eye. So I got what? J and K. Okay, how do you calculate your determinant? 1 times 2 minus 1 times negative 3. So yeah, 2 minus negative 3. Are you okay? This is for I. And then how do I calculate J? You close J. What do you have? 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1. You are missing something. In the middle, there's a negative. Maybe I put red, easier to see. Guys, okay? And then, what about K? I close K, so what do I get? Negative 3 minus 1. So overall, 5, negative 1. I think I make a mistake this one. Negative 4. Are you okay? But of course sometimes, or alternatively, it's far more common for people to write it down in this way instead. It's just a different way of writing, but it's the same answer. Negative 2 minus 3 I plus, sorry, minus two negative 1 J. After your I and J, you need to put these wiggly things. Okay? This wiggly. Sorry, I ran out of space. Plus negative 3, negative 1. K. Which give you 5I minus J minus 4K. Alternatively, which way do you want to write down? Depends on you. I'm not going to force you. Personally, which one will you do, sir? I choose the one on the left. It depends on you. Are you okay? Very good. Okay, based on the same number, what about if I ask you something like this? Find 3A cross 2B. How will you do? So you got yourself 3, 3, 3 cross with 2, negative 6, 4. Can you calculate them now by your own? I give you 1 minute. Viewers, you can give them a try. forgot to bring my props. Have you got it? Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. So what do you get? You got yourself 30i minus 6 minus 24. You agree with me? This is what you should write down for your final answers. How do you calculate it just now? I mean, you do the cross thing just now, right? But actually, there's an alternative way of solving. You can simply factorize the 3a and 2b, so you got yourself 6a cross b. And from your answer just now, a cross b is what? 5, negative 1, negative 4. You got this from a cross b. And then you multiply your 6 inside. So what do you get? 30, negative 6, negative 24. It will give you the same answer. You okay with it? Which one should you leave in your final answers? This one, the first or the second? Second. Alright, for this topic, most of the time you don't want to factorize. You want to leave your answer in this form. Okay, vectors, you want to leave your answer in final form. No factorize. Okay, can we imagine for a moment? If A dot B, we got a single unit answers. A cross B give us a vector. Alright? This is a vector. What vector is this? What? It's a normal. Okay, I did not bring my props today. I'm sorry, forgive me. So if let's say this is L1, let's say this is L2. Can you see? So where's the normal? Where's the new vector that we just calculate, A cross B? It's a something like this. So if this is a cross B, it's a 90 degrees. Can you imagine? Okay, let's say this is 2D. A, B, cross, give me. This is the one. The red pen here is what we call normal. A cross B. Okay, now I have a question. What happened if A cross B we dot with A, or A cross B we dot with B? What will it be? So what I'm trying to say is, this L1 and L2, if we cross up, if we cross suddenly, there will appear a normal. Now what happens if this normal, I dot with this product, I dot with this A? Now what happens if I dot with this B? What answer will I get? Okay, what's the relationship of this A cross B? A cross B is what? It's a normal, am I right? What characteristic is a normal? Perpendicular, which is also 90 degrees. Okay, normal is 90 degrees perpendicular to A and B. So if these two I dot product, what will I get? You get 0. Why A dot B give you 0? Because cos 90 give you 0. We have gone briefly just now, which I asked A dot B, I mean if they are normal, if they are perpendicular, you got yourself 0. Okay? Do you want me to explain that again? You guys okay? One more time, why A dot B give you 0? Sorry, why A cross B? And then if I dot with A, I got 0. Because it's a... What's the relationship of A cross B and A? They are normal, they are perpendicular. Are you guys okay? Do you want me to explain you again? Are you okay? I'm not sure of your answers. What about... How do I say? Start. Okay, let's say this is A. Let's say this is B. And I cross them up. If I cross, what will happen? I will have normal. This is the normal. Are you guys okay? Sorry for the small. You can zoom. Alright. Now, if this value, the new vector here, how do I get this? A cross B. If I dot with this, what will happen? If this one I dot here, why 0? It's 90 degrees because it's perpendicular. Can you see that? Now what happens if I this one I dot with this? Why 0? Because it's 90 degrees. Are you clear? Why 90 degrees give you 0? Cos 90 is 0. Are you okay? Do you want me to explain again? Sure, I understand. Okay, then we move on. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Pause. So same for this one here. Since these two are what? Perpendicular. So A cross B dot B equals to 0. You guys okay? Okay, move on. Yeah, I mean, let's say if they ask you, proof is a perpendicular, how do you prove it? And you just calculate lah. Not that difficult. So A cross B is 5, -1, -4. This is A cross B. You want to dot with A, and A is 1, 1, 1. Give it a try. Tell me what you get. 5 -1 -4 equals to 0. Okay? The same thing if you do for this one. Let's keep that. A dot B becomes 0 when what? It means perpendicular. Because we know cos 90 is 0. Now tell me when A cross B is equals to 0. Well, it's not that difficult. What's the opposite of perpendicular? That means they are parallel. And people can argue why parallel, sir? Why? There are two ways to look at it here. When does a normal appears? When these two lines intersect, then I got automatically a normal. But if they are parallel, will they ever intersect? So if they don't intersect, I don't get normal. You okay with that? Simple as that. Do they have angle of each other? So that means the theta is 0, and sine 0 give you what? 0. Okay? Shit. Okay. Remember this fact. So now, if I ask you this question, let's say you given u equals to 8, negative 2, 5, and I give you v negative 4, 1, alpha. Okay? Alpha. And I told you that u and v, they are parallel. So find alpha equals to what? How? The cross product will be equals to 0. A cross B equals to 0. U cross V equals to 0. Can you calculate? How are you going to calculate that? How do you calculate cross product? I, J, K, 8, negative 2, 5, negative 4, 1, alpha is equals to 0. Try on your own. The girls are trying, the guy is still staring. I can record this at the moment, you know. Try calculate. And then we compare our answers, of course. You should get yourself something like this. Negative 2 alpha minus 5, negative 8 alpha plus 20, and 8 minus 8. And this whole thing is equals to 0. How do I continue from here? Well, we can say 8 minus 8 is 0, yeah. Any idea on how should we continue? Just take either one of them. In this case, I'm taking here. So, negative 2 alpha minus 5 equals to 0. Alpha is negative 5 over 2. Alternatively, how? Simply take this branch. Well, you can say negative 8 alpha plus 20 equals to 0, which gives you the same answer. Alpha is equals to negative 5 over 2. Are you okay? Can we move on? Oh, sorry. So the paper move on before you. Okay, now this is one of the favorite exam, what you call that, ayat. The favorite exam sentence. Let's say you're given P 2 negative 1 3 Q 1 negative 1 2. Okay, this is annoying exam questions. And they said find unit vector which are perpendicular to P and Q. How do we begin? By firstly understanding what the question wants. Okay, it's a long sentence there. Annoying, like I said just now. Now, what is actually a vector which are perpendicular to P and Q? How do you find vector which are perpendicular to P and Q? What does it mean by vector perpendicular to P and Q? Is the normal. So let's say this is P, let's say this is Q. So that perpendicular to them? Yeah, normal. Okay, it's an annoying way of saying, of not being straightforward. It always come out in exams. That means it's a normal. Okay, remember this line. Vector perpendicular to P and Q, what it means is a normal. And how do you find normal? Okay. How do you find normal? A dot B or A cross B? Why cross? Why not dot? Yes, cross is when they intersect. If they intersect, they cross, they give me automatically normal. You okay? And remember one thing, A cross B, a cross will give you vector, A dot B give you just a number. Okay, I'm saying is, let me try one more time. A cross B give you new normal vector, A dot B give you a number. Can you find me vector perpendicular to P and Q? Calculate now. Practice makes perfect. Sorry, practice makes you better. We are human, we are not perfect. We always have room for improvement. So how do you calculate this one? P cross Q. I, J, K. We got the same? Sir, how do you calculate so quickly, sir? I got answers besides me. I got answers besides me. Have you got the same thing? Hurry up, hurry up. Okay, now how do you calculate unit vector? So this thing just now, vector perpendicular to P and Q. So that means you want to unit what? Basically, you want a unit normal. How do we calculate unit? What's the symbol of unit? We did go through just now. Here, unit vector n hat. N hat is what? I forgot to say. N hat is n over n modulus. I should have write this one down. So unit normal is a what? It's a n hat. What's the formula for n hat? N over n modulus. Modulus n. I'm not sure which one is the right English word. Okay, how do you find n? How do you find n? Dah dapat dah. We got it here, sir. Congratulations. How do you find n modulus? Square root. Which is? You forgot plus. Yeah. So this is our n. So n modulus is 1 squared plus 1 squared plus 1 squared plus 3 square root, not 1 square root. So how do we write our answers? One over square root 3, 1 over square root 3, 1 over square root 3. Sir, you missed your negative, sir. Thank you for being attentive. Are you okay? Not that difficult? Okay, let's continue. Let me introduce to one of the hardest words in mathematics. It's so hard to pronounce and it's so hard to get the spelling correctly. Okay, how do you pronounce this word? Parallelogram. Oh, parallelogram. Parallelogram. Okay, how do you spell? You look at the answers, no fair. Okay, so there's, no, there's a 2L here, there's a 1L letter. Okay, to be honest with you, I always use spell checker, I'm not sure. Okay, what is a parallelogram? Okay, where this is parallel to this, and these two are parallel to this. And if I say parallelogram A, B, C, D, where are the coordinates of A, B, C, D? Let's say this is your A. Let's say this is your B. Where's your C? Atas, yes. Left or right? Okay, left. Angkat tangan. Nobody. Kanan, tangan, angkat tangan. This always happen in class. The rest of you, where? In the middle. This is your C and this is your D. Remember, it's either this way or maybe this way lah. That way which way huh? A, B, C, D. Okay, the main idea is continuous. Right, dia bukan A, B, C, D. That one is wrong. The main idea is continuous. I don't care which way. And we want to calculate the area. How do you calculate the area of parallelogram? Kosong. You forgot? No. Integrating under the graph. Which is not here, don't worry. Okay, let's say if you got yourself this new vector, we call this one A, and let's say we got this one, for the sake of easy conversation, let's call it U and V. Okay, let's say this is U, let's say we call this V. The A, B, C, D just now is a point. Okay, let's say we got direction U, and we got ourselves direction V. So the formula of area of parallelogram is simply direction U cross with direction V and modulus. What about of triangle? ABDB. ABD. Then you do 1 over 2. Direction U cross direction V. Half. It's a normal thing. Triangle is always half. Okay, there's one more thing which is quite tricky here. What can we say about distance A to B and distance of CD? We can agree that the length or direction is the same. You can agree on that? Okay, let's say if I give you this. Let's say if I give you A is 3 to negative 1, and I give you B negative 1, negative 1, 2, and I give you C 1, negative 3, 2. So D is equals to what? Aha. Okay, let us clarify. A, B, C, D, they are position or direction vector? It's a direction. Sorry. It's a position vector. Okay, why does it matter so much? It's a position vector. If I ask for area of parallelogram, can I do A cross D? Give me the answer. You cannot. You must have the direction U. You must have the direction V. So that's why it's dangerous. Okay, now how am I going to find D? I know A, I know B, I know C. I do not know D. No area. We have discussed just now that A, B, and C, D, they have what? Same length and the same direction. We declare on that. Alright? So B is, we know this one. How long? So can we say this? Class, please focus this one. This one is difficult. Don't sleep in my class. Okay, we want to find D. I can record you. The whole class, the whole world can see. You want to find D? Come on, give me a good plan. How? If I walk here, and it takes me 2 kilometers, I'm walking here, how long does it take? 2 kilometers as well. But of course, we don't have kilometer here. So B to A, what's the direction? How do you calculate B to A? B minus A. So how much? Negative 1 minus 3? Negative 4. Negative 1 minus 2. Negative 3. 2 minus 1. 3. So this is your vector, or like just now, kilometer. Are you okay? If you're walking from B to A, negative 4, negative 3, 3. So for you to get to C to D, how? You minus the same distance. So what is C? So C minus negative 4, negative 3, negative. What is C? One, negative 3, 2, minus 4, negative 3, 3. So what do we get? 5, 0, negative 1. And this is what? This is what? This is D. Is this position or direction? It's a position because it's a location of D. Okay, tell me again, how did you find D just now? You find the distance from B to A. How long are you going to walk? If normally you walk 2 kilometers, in this case you walk as much? Negative 4, negative 3, 3 vectors. You okay? So, if I'm walking here 2 kilo, so from C I'm walking here, it's the same 2 kilo. It's the same vector. So C minus negative 4, negative 3, 3. That's how you get the answers. I'm asking you, do you want me to explain this one again? Do you understand this one? Because this fact, what you have just learned here, many people could not grasp it. If you can understand this, you are 5 steps ahead compared to other people. Congratulations. Okay, so that's all. I'll end our class today. Thank you.